You ever look into flat Earth?
Alright, sometimes I film so much I forget some of the videos that I'd done because sometimes it's late. I come home, I download them, put them on my computer, and then kind of forget about them. But I've got some a comparison that I can do with this night here. Again, this was taken on January 12th. What I was doing was shooting the power plant from 4 inches off the water, as you see here. And the big thing was, you know, when you put that into the Earth curve calculator chart, there's no possible way that I would be even able to see this if Earth was a ball, especially at 27 miles that this power plant is. And you can check it on Google Earth if you like, even though I think the Google Earth is a phony cartoon ball that they created to continue to the deception of where we actually live. Now, it's a model, and it's always been called a model. Matter of fact, if you buy a globe, it'll say, not for educational purposes. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So really right here, I cut some of this video out because it was in the last video or in the original video that I did. So basically, you know, where I'm at here is so close to the water. I was actually worried that, you know, sand was going to get on my camera, water. But, you know, again, like I say, if you put this, these numbers into, you know, the Earth curve calculator, and I don't care which one you get, the amount of refraction that would have to occur to pull these up would just totally blow the top right off of that crap that Mick West has or anybody else. Obviously, you can see here that I am really getting a very good shot of the power plants. And I only took one picture this particular evening. It was I was using the Star Trail picture mode. There's on the P1000. There's another setting for star trails, and it does pictures instead of video. So you don't get a time-lapse video. You just get a picture or several pictures, I think, out of an hour and a half. But I cut them short. I take a picture and then shut it off, and it works well for doing lightning too. Now here's the original picture, and then I enhanced it a little bit. You'll see here I enhanced it. Then I enhanced it again. And come on here. And I believe I enhanced it one more time here. And then I found some footage from the January 17th where I had went back pretty much in the same location, same spot. The only difference was the water was rougher, the tide was up a little bit higher, so I couldn't get as close to the water as what I did on that think it was January 12th. Jeez, I've been looking at so many dates. I'm like, and reviewing so much of my footage, it's crazy. When I go back and I start doing these comparisons and knowing the height of my camera, approximate height of my camera and everything, there's no way there should be this much difference in my viewing area. So again, I wish that more people would kind of get really familiar with the area that I'm filming. There's many times where I go all the way across the horizon so people can kind of like pick out landmarks, bird racks, so they'd understand. Not only did I take a few pictures on the 17th here, was I also did a time lapse, which I'll show that. But I cut some of this cell phone footage off. Why? Because it was a little long. It was like 7 minutes, and I wanted to cut it down a little bit. So I took out some of the shots where it was doing the pictures. And right here, toward the end here of this next piece, I think I shut it off and I do a time lapse. And what's really interesting is when you compare these pictures to each other, it's pretty crazy because there's really no comparison in them. You know, the first night I was actually closer to the water. Water was calmer. Temperatures were about the same, even though I had somebody say that the temperature there was, it was a hot day on the 12th, but it was, you know, it was cold on the 17th because in one of my videos I even say it. And this is actually going to be a good spot for me to do some tests in the future from. I'm going to try to pick a location a little further up the bank so I can kind of like, you know, not have to get really close to the water, but I will have my camera really low to the ground or on the ground, probably setting on a board I make with a, you know, where I can screw my camera down to where it won't wiggle and move and I can get it leveled out. I got to make something for that, but I'm going to wait till we get into the cooler months. Plus, hopefully I'll be bringing out an infrared camera soon. Now, here coming up is going to be a picture. That was one of the pictures. And then I take another picture, or I actually took that picture and I enhanced it. And this next one coming up is going to be another picture. And I then again took that picture and enhanced it. There you go, so you can kind of see where the water hits those line of trees out there, or mangroves actually is what they are. Here's another picture I took. I took more pictures this second time around than I did the first time. It got late the one day I was out there. And then I enhanced this one too, give you a good idea how that water's setting in there. Like I said, I couldn't get in the exact same spot, but pretty darn close to it. And then another one here. I'm real close to the water here, guys. Real close to the water. I should not even see that horizon as far away as that is. That's 27 miles. Guaranteed, I know it is because I checked it. This is why I want to get out of here. Because look at that water coming up closer and closer each time these waves are coming in. Now I don't want to ruin my camera. It's bad enough it's salty air out here. It is damp, so I got to wipe my camera off before I even close it up. All right, thanks. All right, here's an enhanced time lapse that I did that particular night from that location and that the height. Again, wasn't in the exact same spot, but pretty darn close. But you can obviously see a difference in the stacks. You see more lighting You can see more of the stacks themselves, everything. So again, if you want to check this out, there's a video called Mirrored from Matrix Breakout 6 where he analyzed this picture and he did some research and found some really interesting things. All right, well, here you go. Here's a good shot of that, and you can obviously tell that something is definitely wrong with this. Thanks a lot for watching.